Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Kat, the Nurse Flipper, and today I'm going to show you what we sold on eBay over the weekend. We also had 3 Etsy sales, 2 Mercari, and 1 Poshmark, and we're going to show you those as well. Before we get started, I want to send a big thank you out to everybody. We hit 60,000 subscribers yesterday, so thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. Let's go ahead and take a look at what sold. Alright, so up first is actually a really pretty little art glass vase. This one is green and white, kind of a confetti style. There is the bottom. You can see the pontil there. It is hand blown. This one just sold for $23.39. Plus the buyer paid shipping. This one I paid about $5, so it's going to be about a $12 profit. And this one took a while to sell. It took a little over a year to sell. Up next is a little melamine serving tray. If you do not know, melamine items can sell decent. Not big money, but you can find them cheap at thrift stores and they sell okay. And melamine is simply a hard plastic. So this is a Tahiti tray. This one I paid $1 at a yard sale. It sold for $10.22, so it's about a $7 profit. Sold in about 4 to 5 months, and the buyer actually wrote me on this one and said her parents had one very similar that they got on a cruise to Tahiti, so that might be where this came from, and that was a good sale. And they don't break. Melamine doesn't, at least it doesn't break easily. Up next is a shirt that took a while to sell. This is a Vintage Secrets. So this is a resort in Ocean City, Jamaica. Really cool shirt with the iguana there. It is an XL. Here is the basics. This is actually a vintage t-shirt. This one sold for $13.64. I paid less than $1, so it's about a $10 profit, but it took about 2 years to sell. Up next is something I love selling, and that is little carved wooden figurines. You can normally pick them up for a couple of bucks. I actually paid less than $1 for this guy in a lot. You can see little baby in the backpack there. This one sold for $12 plus the buyer paid shipping. So this one is going to be about an $8 profit after fees. This one took about 8 months to sell. Up next is the only auction item going out. I actually ran 6 auctions, only 1 of them sold because I start them at the lowest I'm willing to take. So what I've done with the rest of those auctions is relist them as buy it now. They were all vintage Native American spearheads. None of them got bids, so I've put them back up on buy it now. So this Magnum tackle box, and we actually left all the stuff in there. We didn't see anything that was super valuable, so this sold with 1 bid, only 1 bid, and it sold for $19.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. It is jam-packed full, so a good deal for somebody. We only paid a couple dollars in an estate pickup, so this one's going to be about a $15 profit for us, and it sold 7 days after being listed because it was auction, but it was in my death pile for a while, so I'm happy to have it gone. Up next is something I tell you to never pick up. I did not pick these up by themselves. I picked them up in a lot, and most of the stuff that was with them I actually gave away, but these I kept. So these are vintage Avon bottles shaped like VW bugs. There is a red one and there is a black one. So I did lot them up together. The 2 of them sold for $11.04 plus the buyer paid shipping. So I actually got lucky, and somebody sent me an offer, and these have been listed a while, and I have been underestimating some stuff from, or I did, you know, over a year ago, and these 2 cars are definitely going to weigh over a pound, and I only had them at 12 ounces, and they were going international. So they sold for $10. They're going international, and I knew if I accepted that offer that I was going to end up losing money, like completely losing money, because the shipping would be about $21 and they were only paying $16 total because they were paying for first class. So what I did is I declined their offer so that I could edit my listing. If you do not know, you cannot edit a listing if you have an open offer. So that means you can't edit the shipping, you can't edit the photos, you can't edit the title. So I declined their offer, but I sent them a message and said, I just noticed my shipping is incorrect. Please send an offer back and I will accept now that shipping is corrected. And they ended up buying it, and I ended up changing it to a £2 rate, and we will not be losing money on shipping. So be very, very careful, especially if you're doing international, because the difference even between 8 and 12 ounces can be a $10 difference. So be very, very careful on your weights if you are offering international shipping. And when those offers come in, if it's something you've had listed a while, go back and check it. And if you need to decline the offer so you can revise your listing, I recommend go ahead and do that. Up next is something I picked up for my friend George the Antique Nomad at one of his estate sales he did. This is a Franklin Mint collector's kit. It is sealed, new in the box. It comes with like gloves and things for coins, so it has all kinds of things to collect coins. It sold for $14.99. I paid $2, so this one's about a $9 profit, and it sold at about close to a year. Up next is something that sold really fast and surprised both myself and Lynn. It is just a little whistle on a keychain. It has been in my death pile forever. I told her go ahead and list it. We did use keywords like emergency, whistle, what else did we put? Survival, things like that, and it actually sold for $8.77 in less than a week. I am less than $1 in, so this one's about a $6 profit, and it sold really, really fast. Up next is something that is going international. It is not just one of these, it's actually a set of 10, and the 10 sold for $45.49. I paid about $5 from these from a buyout, so these are going to be about a $35 profit. They did take about a year to sell, and I will tell you, these are going international. So with stuff like this, as far as glasses and dish sets, I typically will lot them up if they are worth less than $15 each. So with 10 of these going for $45, we got about $4 a glass. But instead of having $4 or $5 or $10 sales for sets of 2, I put them all together and it got us a $45 sale. So that is one of the determining factors I use when I am listing, is if it's under $15 value, I will lot them up, because I really shoot to have about a $40 to $50 average sales price. All right, up next is a license plate. We actually have quite a few of these going out. This is a pair of Michigan license plates. The 2 of them sold for $25.98. I paid $2, so these are about $18 to $20 profit. They sold in 6 months, and that was a great sale. And I actually am picking up more license plates tomorrow. Not a ton of them like I did, and I actually researched each individual one, but there are some that I think are gonna sell for pretty high dollars. So I've been on lots of either 2 or 4 of them, researched each one individually, and we will have a few new license plates coming in tomorrow. I did bid on a few items from an online auction, so I'm excited to go pick that up tomorrow. Up next is a scrub top. I need to list my scrubs. I have been not nursing for a year now, and they're still hanging in my closet. So this is a gel scrubs. It is a, where is it? Florida Gators. There's your tag, brand new. Florida Gators scrub, size 2X. These I actually picked up when I picked up my shipping counter. So I got these from a Gators retail shop. If you see my lives Tuesday night and the shipping counter in the back, the countertop came from the store the shirt came from. So I've had it for about a year and a half. I only paid about $2 for it. Sold for $16.23, plus the buyer paid shipping, so it's about a $10 profit. If you do not look at small religious items, I would start. This little 3D bronze. This is heavy. It might not look heavy, but it is heavy, of Mother Mary. This one sold for $17.54. I only paid a couple dollars, so this one's about a $12 profit, and it actually sold in just a couple of weeks. Up next is a teeny tiny vintage linen. Look how little it is. Super tiny. So this was probably originally like a coaster, so I put dresser scarf, we put for perfume bottle or something like that. It sold for $6 for this tiny piece of fabric. I am less than $1 in, so this one's about a $4 profit, and it actually sold in under 2 months. All right, the next 3 items are actually license plates. They are going out to different buyers. The last one is a viewer sale. So this is the first one. This is a New York MD plate. This one's over $31.19, so this was a decent one. Because it has MD on it, I actually put doctor. So maybe a doctor got this for his man cave. Sold for $31.19. I only paid $1, so this one's about a $25 profit, and all of these plates we've had for about 6 months now. Next is a 1972 South Carolina plate. This one sold for $12.99 plus the buyer paid shipping, so this one's going to be about a $9 profit. Again, sold in 6 months. Up next is a Canadian plate going out to Miss Rachel. So Rachel, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Rachel actually said she started her own YouTube because of me, which is pretty cool. So I still have not had time to check it out. Hopefully soon. Here's the plate Miss Rachel got. She got this one for $12.99. So this is another one about 6 months to sell and a $9 profit. Up next is a little Metropolitan Museum of Art. This is a little ornament. So it's a little yellow or gold high-heeled shoe, and it does say the name. It says glittering gold shoe ornament. This one I paid less than $1, and it actually sold for $35 plus the buyer paid shipping, making it about a $28 profit, and it sold in about 8 months. I do want to point out that Metropolitan Museum of Art is one of the brands that has been coming up in our high dollar brooch video. They have 14 karat and 18 karat gold brooches that sell for thousands of dollars. So watch out for MMA, which is Metropolitan Museum of Art, because they have some great high selling items. Up next is a really, really cute apron. This is a half apron. Really cute with, where is it? Really cute with the pockets. Beautiful yellow floral pattern. Does have the ties. And this one, actually, I didn't even notice. So it actually says the name of the fabric. So I might have been able to get more for this if I had put that, but I did not see that. So this apron I paid less than $1. It sold for $14.62, making it about a $10 profit. It did take about 6 months to sell. Up next is some corduroys. I picked these up at the bin, so I actually paid less than $1 for these. These are Ann Taylor Loft and black corduroys. These sold for $19.48. So these were a really good sale. They did take about 6 months to sell, but again, I only paid $1 for them at the bin. So they're about a $13 to $14 profit, and all of this stuff so far, except for the glasses, should be pretty easy to ship. Up next is a Maltese Cross black enamel pen. This came with my Harley pens. This one I paid $1. It sold for $9.73. Took about 8 months to sell, so it's about a $6 profit. Up next is very heavy. This is a footstool. So this footstool sold for $75. I picked it up for $10 at a yard sale. So it has got like cast iron legs. Pretty cool. Again, $10 into $75, so over a $50 profit. It did take only about 2 months to sell, so sold pretty fast. Watch out for these needlepoint stools. They can be pretty big money, and they're not breakable. Up next is a Longaberger liner and a pig that sold together. So this is a geranium, really pretty basket liner. This one, along with this cute little pig, he's a little shelf sitter. Really, really cute. And the two of them sold for $24.68. I'm about $2 in, so this is about an $18 profit. And both of these sold relatively fast. Up next, I'm going out to Amy over at Edge City Traders. Amy had something in the last video too. Amy has continually supported me throughout the years of me being on YouTube. So Amy, I really, really do appreciate it. Amy got these stylus pens. There are a total of 7 of them. She got them for $6.49 plus she paid shipping. I'm just about $1 in, so they're about a $4 profit. And then it was crazy. On Saturday, it was like Longaberger, 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 Longaberger. That was like, I felt like that was all I was selling on Saturday. And I'm only $1 into each of these. So this is another liner. This one is a cracker fall basket. This one sold for $11.69. So this one's about a $9 profit. And it sold in under a month. And then a Longaberger garter. I'm telling you, it was Longaberger, Longaberger, Longaberger. Longaberger medium garter, ivy color. This one I paid $1. It sold for $12.99, so it's about a $9 to $10 profit. It also sold in under 2 months. Next is a really cool fish painting that I picked up at a yard sale. I only paid $1 for this. The matting is super cool with the cutout fish. Really, really neat. It is artist signed. This one sold for $17.54, so it's about a $14 profit. Up next is a really cool picture that took 2 years to sell. Check out the colors on this. Really, really nice, but unfortunately it wasn't worth much. It only sold for $19. I think I paid $5 for this. So this one's about a $10 profit. Not really worth the sale for the shipping. I am trying to pay closer attention to that with breakables, because sometimes it's just not worth the time and effort that goes into it for like a $20 sale for something like this to pack it. Up next is another Longaberger. This is a tissue basket liner. I am lucky that I know what most of these are because they do have stickers. This one sold for $16. So this one's actually about a $12 profit, and it sold in about 2 months. And then we sold another garter. Another little fall garter. This one sold for $9.74. So it's about a $6 profit, and again, sold pretty fast. The last 2 items on eBay are both Longaberger. So these we did not know what they went for, but we saw this one has like organizer pockets, so we put that in the title and they still sold. So this one here sold for $9.74, so it's about a $6 profit. And I think I put ruffles, I put tie, I just tried to put descriptive words. I really would not recommend buying Longaberger liners unless you know the basket they go with, because it would be very, very hard to identify. They have hundreds and hundreds of baskets. And then we have another basket that we did not know what it went to. This one is a really pretty blue floral, and you can see here it's got spots for the handles. It's a pretty big basket liner. This one only sold for $5. So when you don't know what they go to, you can't get as much for them, unfortunately. So this one's only going to be about a $3 profit, but it did sell very fast. All right, now we are going to show you what sold on Posh, Etsy, Mercari. Say it every video, I'll say it again. I use List Perfectly to cross post. They are an amazing company. It is easy to use. They are constantly updating it, giving us upgrades, and making it more simple to do. We are going to choose the winner of the month of free List Perfectly at the end of this video. If you do not win, you can use my code, the Nurse Flipper, all caps, no spaces. You'll get 30% off of your first month. I will drop that List Perfectly link down in the comments, and it will automatically give you the 30% off, but you can put the coupon code just in case. And that is what we have used for cross-posting for over 2 years, and I am very, very happy with them, and they're nice enough to give us a free month of List Perfectly every month. So we'll pick the winner at the end of this. Right now, let me show you the 2 things that sold on Poshmark. So first is this little mug. This is an Archipel France mug. It does say it down there on the bottom. And this one sold for $15 on Posh. I paid 50 cents, so this is actually about an $8 profit after fees. And then we sold a $17 license plate over on Posh. If you think Posh is for just clothes, You just saw our only sales were not clothes. So $17 for this one, gonna make it about a $9 to $10 profit because Posh fees are a little bit higher than eBay typically. The nice thing with Poshmark is you can use all the free priority mail supplies. So like we can put this in a padded flat rate where normally we would use an envelope we bought and it would ship first class. All right, this next sale is Mercari, and it's kind of crazy to me. It's a giant Longaberger bow. So I think somebody made this bow with Longaberger fabric. It's got a very, very long tail. This bow was in my liner lots, and this one sold for $16 really fast, under a month on Mercari, and it's going to be about a $12 profit. And then also on Mercari, we sold another scrub top. That's a sign that I should list my scrub. So this one is a Scrub Star. Picked it up for $1 at a yard sale. It sold for $11 on Mercari, so it's going to be about an $8 to $9 profit. All right, over on Etsy, we have 3 sales. First is this really cool vintage spider jacket. This one is Lifestyle is the brand. Lifestyle. It actually is new with the tag. I picked it up at a yard sale for less than $1. This one sold for $28 plus the buyer paid shipping, and this one's going to be about a $20 profit. Up next is a set of carnival glass. Not one of the best sellers anymore. This is beautiful orange carnival glass. This set sold on Etsy for about $35. I'm actually less than $5 in. It is a set of 6, so it's going to be about a $25 profit. Last on Etsy is a vintage jacket. This is California outerwear. Pretty nice gray. It feels kind of silky. This jacket sold for $50, 50 bucks on Poshmark. I paid $3 at a yard sale, so this one's actually going to be about a $40 profit. Real quick before we draw the winner of List Perfectly, I want to say thank you to a few people who got me coffees. Again, if you don't know, buy me a coffee is a way to tip your content creators. That is in the link in the description and all my links. That takes you to the products I recommend on Amazon. It takes you to List Perfectly, takes you to everything that I recommend. So Miss Sherilyn bought me 3 coffees. So Miss Sherilyn, thank you so much. And then Quad C Mom on eBay bought me 3 coffees as well. So thank you as well. I really, really do appreciate it. Carrie bought me 5 coffees. Carrie, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. I also want to thank Lena who bought me a coffee. Lena, thank you so much. And then Miss Janice bought me 3 coffees, said thanks for all the tips. I didn't read all the messages this time because it can get a little bit long that way, but I did want to make sure to reach out and thank you all. It really does mean a lot, and it really helps to support the channel. So thank you guys for watching. Check out my research videos on brooches if you haven't watched them yet. I put out 2 in the last 2 weeks. And share with your friends, make sure you're subscribed, and come and watch us every Tuesday for our live reseller chat podcast. And pretty much every night but Tuesday, I am live on Whatnot at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if you'd like to buy some jewelry or come hang out with me, come check me out over on Whatnot. I appreciate you watching. Let's go see who won the free month of List Perfectly. All right, guys. So we have 223 entries for the free month of List Perfectly. We are going to start and pick our winner now. Claudia Rose, List Perfectly. Thanks for the offer. Blessing cats. So, Miss Claudia Rose, you are the winner. Send me an email to the nurseflipper@yahoo.com and I will get you your free month of List Perfectly. Thank you all so much. I will have another research video out on Sunday on some lower price brooches.